Good morning. So I finally did it. I made my pine resin salve. I believe that's how you say it, salve, S-A-L-V-E. Anyways, it is nature's antibiotic ointment, and I am very excited to share this with you. And I want to thank, I'm going to start this video with the vlog, very short. Hopefully I'm watching the counter so I don't waste too much of your time, but this is a long time coming. I actually have been trying to collect and forage for pine resins probably since last spring, and so I'm basically about like close to a year. I moved into Running Springs up by Big Bear, if you're familiar. I'm from Southern California, and so I live in Running Springs. And one of the things I was really excited about was living in the forest, and I thought, I am going to be able to harvest resin. Well, I searched and searched all last spring, summer, couldn't find any pine trees that had any resin to give me. So I put it on the back burner. But in my recent trip to Montana, in the beautiful forest, which, yes, I'm calling it my forest because I left my heart there in Glacier Park, Montana. The trees, on one day I said, I want to go and play in the snow. And while I was in the forest, the trees just shouted at me, look at my trunk, the tree trunks, there was resin everywhere. So I collected some. So I want to thank Backcountry Herbalist, who posted her video October of 2024. I think I seen it probably right after she posted it, and I've been following her ever since because Backcountry Herbalist, you post really good videos, and I'm a total fan. But yeah, so I've been hopeful to make this, and got a lot of information from her, and I did some research on my own and looked at other recipes, but hers was the simplest, cleanest, easiest way to do it. So in her recipe, she used 1 cup of olive oil and 1 ounce of resin and 20 grams of beeswax. So I just want to say I'm super excited. I used my own beeswax from my bees that they gave me, which I don't have any bees currently, but before I moved to Running Springs, I had my beehive that I was beekeeping with my son, and yeah, so I collected my beeswax, and so I have that sitting aside ready to use. And so I actually doubled up, because when I weighed the resin that I collected, which was like, and another note, make sure you use parchment paper. We were in a cabin and I didn't have any parchment paper, so I used one of those little coffee cups that are like freebie in like hotels and stuff, and I got about maybe a little less than half a cup of resin between all the trees that I was collecting from one morning. And thought, oh my god, I'm gonna save this for when I go home. Folded up my paper cup and kept it there. And yeah, so what happened was, by the time I got home, it had melted, and the travel in the airport and the heat and different temperatures, it was like completely stuck together. So you'll see in my video when I'm boiling it, it's like a big chunk, and I had to like pull this off of like the paper cup. So make sure you use parchment paper. I doubled up my recipe, so I have quite a bit. You'll see my jars at the end that I filled up, and I had a couple little ones that I gave away. This one's for somebody special that I'm giving it to. This is for June. Thank you. I hope you like it. And gave some to my mom, and gave some to my other friend, Heidi. And then I have a big stockpile of 2 big jars. So I used 2 cups of olive oil. It was 1 ounce of resin was for Backcountry Herbalist recipe. I actually had way more than that. So 1 ounce was 28 grams. I had just over 56 grams. So I had a little bit more than, doubled up. And then I used 40 grams of beeswax. So actually, yeah. And so I hope you enjoy the video. Pine resin salve, and some pictures of me in Glacier Park. So here you go. So here I am in Glacier Park on a snowy day, and you can see there are 2 different types of pine trees. mixed in here in the forest. And it really helped that it was so cold and frozen, because I was able to just knock the resin off of the trees, and it very easily fell into the cup that I later regretted using. But it was wonderful out there collecting and searching all the trees. And you can see that on this type, the resin just drips down waterfall style, which makes it really easy to collect. So here you see I'm using double boiler method, just a saucepan with water in it, and I have a little glass jar, and I have all the resin in there, and I'm using a chopstick to try and help it to dissolve because I'm very impatient. And I used mostly olive oil, but I did add in some organic coconut oil, and then this is my beeswax, which I grated down from my beehives that I kept. And again, I'm frantically helping everything to melt. It's also called a bain-marie style, which is just, you know, glass inside of a saucepan with boiling water so the glass doesn't crack. And then I'm adding my beeswax here and then helping that along. And as I mentioned, I had the resin in a paper cup, and I creatively thought of keeping one little branch of pine. Well, it's in there, and I have to pluck that out at the end. So don't put anything in with your resin. But it came out perfect at the end, and it looks beautiful. Got several jars.
Having some tea now,
Had
and
a good time.
I just want to say thank you for watching my video coming to you from now in what city?
Victorville, California.
Victorville, California, with my mom as we sip our tea. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.